Anyways, I hope you all like my Olympia impression. The reclining pose with that rose. And I think a lot about public perception, the media, right? That's what we come to call it. Communication, culture, the arts. You know, all the things that make living interesting. Because, well, I'm an artist, right? I'm an oil painter, and um, I think about the permanence and the value that I contribute to humanity, because I want things that I create to outlast me for as long as possible. Like having children, I want to see my progeny become my legacy. Right? I want to secure a future for my people. If I'm going to get into a cliche, but that's the truth of the matter. I don't want my life to be forgotten, and I don't want to be wasted to the sands of time, because I've worked too fucking hard to prove, not just to myself, but to the rest of humanity, that I'm worth something and I deserve to be heard, and I deserve to be listened to, because I am true and I am valid as a person, you know? And then I think about my career as an aircraft mechanic up to this point, and how so many other people have tried to stop me from becoming what I truly feel that I can do. And, as an engineer, and not just as a mechanic, because childhood dreams are worth something. They are. They're what motivate people to create such fantastic things. And, again, to me, sheet metal composites are just another medium. I've worked on, this is unbelievable even to me at times, 25 different aircraft types and variants up until this point within 10 years. It's on my LinkedIn, and it's very easy for the population at large, if not the uneducated, to look at my resume and say, no, there's no way he did that. There's no way he did that. There's no way in hell that man ever accomplished that. There's no way he went to Greenland. There's no way he drove across the country 7 or more times. There's no way he was able to do what he's done with his life in such a short time. But they're dead wrong, because I'm living proof. And I live life in color. I don't live life by other people's rules, because an artist never lives by other people's rules. A creator, a principal engineer, they set the standard, and they have that to bear, because everybody looks up to them as a role model, in leadership capacity. It's something that I put in the back of my head for years. Just trying to put it on the back burner and enjoy life, just trying to have my slice of pie, with some cars, or just trying to get closer to having a family and a family business without other people getting in the way. But no matter what you do, no matter how good you are to other people, There's just not enough other good people out there. And the worst of us, the worst behaviors, they get in the way and they destroy everything that you ever worked for, because they don't want to see you succeed. They don't want to see you be a success, because it will drive them into the fucking grave. Because their business model was exploitation. And I don't want to see that happen in my lifetime. I don't want to be a slave anymore to these other people. I don't want to work on Maggie's farm no more, because I don't deserve that. You know, it's in my other videos and it's in pieces. I don't expect you as the viewer of this, you know, bits and bytes or the history of propaganda to get through all of it, because it's so much information. I know this, right? I myself, because of the instantaneous nature of the, you know, the hyper stimulation, you know, hence why I'm doing these blackout videos, like a podcast almost, so that you can just stare at a blank screen and listen, you know, because that's what we need. And what can I say? I'm not a victim of it. I'm a participant in it, an unwilling participant, because you can't escape it. If you want to be part of modern life, contemporary life, you have to participate. No man an island, right? If you want to be part of society, you can't isolate. You know, you can't do this bullshit MGTOW thing because it doesn't work anymore. And you can't be an extremist feminist because it doesn't work anymore. And you can't be part of this aggressive nature of the rainbow identity politics because it doesn't work anymore in 2023. You know, and having faced all these challenges, questioning even my own motives or my own identity, right? My own place in the world after so many failures, because I allowed other people to take my confidence and to squash my joy because I didn't understand, because I always tried to see the best in other people, that they had jealousy in their hearts and greed in their eyes, and they didn't see me as a person. They saw me as an object to be manipulated. I didn't want to be a slave to these people. So that's why I started climbing the mountain. And when I got to the top, I realized that you can't stay there. You have to come back down again. I think there's a famous philosopher that talks about that. And simplicity is. And the other part is that, well, when you've lived your entire life in adversity, right? When you've been browbeaten your entire life, you don't know a good thing when you see it. You know, it's hard to accept help when all you've had is everyone turning their back on you or abandon you or just stop participating because it's just too hard to maintain a relationship anymore. It's too hard to maintain a friendship. It's too hard to deal with the conflicts of politics and personalities. It's too hard to do anything now. Money. Sometimes it was about money. To achieve something. You know, that's why women like assholes, is because You're determined to accomplish something. And you have to burn people along the way. That's just the nature of things. You have to burn stupid people. You have to burn psychopaths and sociopaths. You have to expose people for their faults and hold them accountable. This is all true. We can't avoid it. It just is what it is. And there's no further argument in it. I just wanted to be a fighter pilot in my younger years. That's all I ever wanted. I lived my first 20 years of my life trying to achieve that. In the first years in university, still going for that. I just wanted to be a fighter pilot. But things changed, and we evolved.